Yeah. I'm so surprised.
What's everyone saying? It's your boy Someone Exposed back again. I'm out here today at Purley Station, and in today's video we're going to be doing a bit of a different video. We're going to be riding on some lovely buses all day. I am not going to miss up on an opportunity to ride on some buses from the 2000s and the 90s. And yeah, we're just going to enjoy the day because later on it's the Euros final. And I'm not looking forward to it, so I need something to distract me from it until the time comes. Today I was attending the Lowish Floor Running Day hosted by the North London Collection, who preserve a number of low floor buses from the 90s and noughties and document it all on their brilliant Facebook page. On show all day today were 34 low and high floor buses which would have ran across Britain's roads back in the 80s, the 90s and the 2010s. Including many that I would have travelled on when I was a little child. These buses would run all day on two routes, the 22 and the 25 from Godstone in Surrey down to East Grinstead, home of the Bluebell Railway, and vice versa. I had undertaken extensive research to make sure I could hunt down some specific buses so I could sit at the back, indulge in the sound and fumes of litres of pure diesel clogging my lungs. But first, all of us folk had to get to Godstone, and that was the work of the numerous feeder buses that would ship the hordes of folk down. I actually planned to get the 10:20 feeder rather than the 10 o'clock, but they all seemed to have come together. First up for me was this fine piece of metal, VPL 630, an ex-Metroline Plaxton president. You'd have seen them on the 260, on the 390 or the 139 for example back in the day. Off we head down to Godstone Green, through Cottam and across the M25 motorway. I think the tactic today is to try and sit at the back with the engine where you can hear the diesel. It's only 11 o'clock. It's already popping. Buses are cutting about, single decker, double decker. Look at the Trident there. Look at the Dennis Dart there. Yeah. I'm gonna make the most of today because you rarely get to find any of these buses. Maybe like in the countryside or maybe on a scenic route, tourist buses. Let's go catch a bus. Listen to that. I need to do both routes. There's one bus that I must do. I have it specifically timed. I must do that bus. If I don't do that bus, there was no point coming. The main base of today's rally was here at Godstone Green, located about halfway between Redhill and Oxted in Surrey. The buses would run from this stand in the village, which is handy because there's also a cheeky pub, hey! There were also feeder buses running to and from Redhill, Crawley and Westerham for the event. The worst thing I just did was speed running a coffee in like 10 minutes on the train, and now I'm bursting. The pub doesn't open till midday. There's public toilets out there, but they've got Legionella, so they've had to close them and get them redone. My next bus today was on the 22, another ex-Metroline Plaxton president, TP417. You'd probably have seen these on the 17 or the 4 back in the day. The 22 heads south out of Godstone, down to South Godstone, where Godstone railway station is, winding down the A22 and heading into Lingfield, the halfway spot and the meeting point of the two routes. We then head west, cutting through country roads, heading through the village of Newchapel, into Felbridge and down into the town of East Grinstead, where we squeeze down London Road and onto the High Street. We're in East Grinstead. I am gonna stick around here for like an hour because I need to make sure I get on this specific bus. I might find a pub and get a pint. It's 12 o'clock, man. You gotta start the beverage. No, it's not. It's not even 12 o'clock yet. But still, you gotta start the beverage as soon as possible. I'm getting in the mood for the England game today with some buses. An hour is a plenty of time for me to find somewhere to piss, somewhere to get a meal deal, and somewhere to spot some vehicular activity. No absolute way, yeah? 36366. I swear I've taken that bus to school. That's like, what? Huh? Oh, look at it. Beauty. It is beautiful piece of engineering, look at this. This bus is the one reason why I loitered for an hour in the magical town that is East Grinstead. DML 41424, a former first bus Marshall capital Dennis Dart. Common on routes like the 95 in West London and the 193 and D8 in East London. These buses were all over the place and some of them had been cascaded up to Glasgow, even being in service up until 2018. This bus is not ULEZ compliant and must not enter the ULEZ zone. I remember walking down Great Western Road in Glasgow, minding my hungover business, when I popped out an earphone. I looked up and I saw the majestic beauty that is one of these rolling down the road on the 6A. There was no other choice than to hop on, spend my last £2 and ride on this machine for a couple of stops. My last time for 6 years it was, until now. Non-ULEZ just in the fumes. I used to ride in these all the time in East London when they were on the D8 and the former S2 route, which used to run between Clapton and Stratford until it ceased operation in 2008 and was replaced by the 425. So for me, it was time to sit back, chill on this non-ULEZ compliant bus, deep my thoughts, including why my Tinder date never texted me back after that date, and about how I was gonna end up in tears later that day after a Gareth Southgate disaster class. Right at the back of the bus with them. You can hear the diesel. You can hear it. Not, ooh, what's that? Oh, it's the DLA. Lads, okay, well, we need to get on this. Oh, I'm running on mud. We're gonna get on this open top. It's gonna be busy. Oh, you bastard. If there's no space, then we sit downstairs. As soon as I spotted there was an open top bus, I was ready to yeet myself to the top deck so I could personally enjoy the experience of being battered in the face by tree branches at 50 miles an hour. Mate, it is windy. That's what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about. This was Kentish bus Leyland Olympian 520, most recently used by City Sightseeing Norwich as part of their open top bus tour fleet. It was time to enjoy 35 minutes of natural exfoliation. 50 miles an hour, open top deck. This is dangerous. If I get hit by a tree, it is where it is. Oh, feel that. Oh my God. I need to comb my hair. I might have leaves in there. That rhymes banger. Oh, that sounds crunchy. Hey. These one, no? I thought I did quite a bit of the 22, and whilst I weighed up my options for the rest of the day, I thought of trying out a cheeky bus on the 25. The 25 would run on a longer route, heading northeast out of East Grinstead into Dormansland, west into Lingfield, and north to Godstone via Crowhurst. I was heading on this ex-Metro line Satano Dennistar 379, which you would have seen cutting about in Sussex or Surrey. I was on this till Lingfield so I could have a look at the little village. Lingfield is quite small. There's a couple of shops, some takeaways, and a public toilet. The railway station is all the way across the village, which serves the line from London down into East Grinstead. I was gonna chill for 20 minutes and wait for the next start on the 25. But hey, another Leyland Titan on the 22 turned up and I fancied some vintage on my day out today. This was T747, painted in a special golden livery back in 1983 to celebrate London Transport's Golden Jubilee. It was time to enjoy. Right, so I'm back at Godstone Green. There is one more bus that I am looking for. I'm waiting for that. That's in an hour. So, you know what time it is? It's still there, it's there, it's there. It's time for a pint. Come on, England. And the buses are bussing. The pints are flowing. Okay, it's not in Amstel. I had to go proper English because come on, England. None of this Spanish stuff. No. It's a Carling. Cheers, lads. I'm surprised no one's at the pub. Why is no one at the pub? What's going on? Now with my pint, of course, cheers. The one thing with these bus rallies is that, you know, it's always hard to get all the buses that you want. You see the one just there, 34358. Of course, I chose to do the Leyland, so that means I missed out on this one. But the last one I need to get, the times would just be all over the place. My penultimate bus of the day was this PVL 390, former Go Ahead London Platinum president. Now this bus, yeah, the Kovals, I used to go on these all the time. London General, London Central, 45, 35, 155. South London. These are South London boys. I have to sit downstairs because I need to hear the diesel, I need to hear the engine. This was my ride down to Lingfield before I caught the last bus back up to Purley. Being on that Kodzo, it made me feel like I was at King's Cross Station, waiting for a 45, waiting for a 63. This bus here, it smells, it sounds, it feels South London, you know? This is what I'm talking about, yeah? The Kodzo's. See, and then now all the buses are electric and hybrid, man, what's going on? Right, the sun's come out. So I'm here in Lingfield. I'm gonna take one bus back up to Godstone and then we're just gonna head back into town from there. The football is soon. The planes are flying. The planes are flying. The birds are tweeting, the sun is shining, and hopefully football's coming home. I'm stressing. I've had one pint. I think it's time to have a few more. But until then, we're gonna wait for a next bus back into Godstone. And then we're gonna wrap it up there. So this bus actually is heading all the way back to Purley, so I'm gonna be downstairs, engine behind me. Because of unforeseen circumstances, instead of two buses back, there's only one. So we're gonna take that in, taking the diesel. It's all the same journey back. I will catch you at Purley for a cheeky debrief before we head back to watch the football. See you later. So you find me here back at Purley Station a couple hours later. You know, now it's time to go watch the soccer. The football is coming home. I hope it comes. I'm on my knees for it to come home. It was nice to get out on the old buses, you know, here and there, from the noughties, from the 90s, from the 80s. It's time to go to the pub, time to get the pints in, it's time to get the soccer in. If you like the video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Ko-fi, Patreon in the description below. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video.